Welcome to Life and Fatherhood, the podcast where new dads like you find community, insight, and practical tips to navigate the incredible journey of fatherhood. I'm your host, Alonzo Williams Jr., and I'm here to bring you valuable conversations with fellow dads who share their wisdom and experience. Whether you're looking for advice, inspiration, or just a place to connect with other fathers, you are in the right place. Ready to dive in? Let's get started. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Life in Fatherhood. This is your host, Alonzo Williams Jr., and I'm so excited to have you join me for today's episode. Now, today's episode is something that each and every human being experiences, and it's something that can keep you from experiencing a joyful life. If you're wondering what that is, I'm just go ahead and tell you. Today's episode is about not falling for the comparison game. You know exactly what I mean. In today's world, with everything being shown on social media and all of these other media outlets that are always trying to sell you something, trying to make you feel like you're missing something in life, trying to get you to look at the next person and see what they have and get you to desire what they have. I'm here to tell you that where you are right now is where you're supposed to be. I know as cliche as it sounds, it is very important that you, as a father, understand that you are truly enough. You are truly enough. I don't care what's in your bank account. I don't care what your job situation looks like. I don't care, what challenges you're currently facing. Although these are real challenges, you need to understand that looking at the next man and how he's raising his kids, looking at the next man and seeing what he has or even what he doesn't have, that doesn't mean that you're succeeding, doesn't mean that you're failing. It just means that you are on a different journey. In today's world, we get trapped into looking at other people, especially as men. We might see a father who works out with his kids every day, might get online and see a father who cooks for his family, and he still somehow manages to work 12-hour shifts with the abs and all this other stuff. And it can, if you look at it too long, seep into your subconscious, make you feel like you're less than. I'm here to tell you that you're not. I'm here to tell you that you are not less than. I'm here to tell you that you are more than what you feel. You are bigger than your feelings. All right. You're put here for a reason. You're put here for a purpose. I guarantee you, your children do not look at you how you see you. They see you as dad, the superhero. They see you as dad, the man who can conquer anything, even when you don't feel like you can conquer anything. And that's okay. It's important to show our kids the reality of life. Because I guarantee you, these men that you see online who look like they're crushing the marriage game, who look like they're crushing the fatherhood game, if you sat down with them for even 10 to 15 minutes, reality will hit you smack in the face and let you know, oh man, they're just as human as me. They're just as human as anybody else. So typically, I like to come through with tips to try to get, you to change your perspective on the comparison game. There are some tips, but I just really want to speak life into you today. Let you know that you are exactly what your family needs. All you need to do is be you. God made you to be you. God has a specific role for you. He has a specific plan for you. And he can't do that through you if you're trying to be the next man, trying to be the next influencer. Just be you. That's all it's really called for. Now, in today's world, the biggest way to stop the comparison game, for real, is either limit. This is number one. Easier said than done for some, but limit your social media exposure. Now, when I say social media, I don't just mean Instagram or Threads or TikTok or what have you. I mean just general, like being on your phone, whether it's headlines, whether it's YouTube or emails, whatever it may be. Try to limit that as much as you can. Because a lot of times, those messages are meant to put you into a mode of insecurity to get you to act on spending something. At the end of the day, Especially for all of my, American listeners, everything in our country is so geared to get us to spend a buck or two. We can't get caught up in the comparison game. It's a trap that leaves everybody empty, and we miss so many blessings trying to play that game. So, another tip I want to leave you with to, get out of the comparison game, and of course, this is another cliche one, but still reigns true, is just to be where your feet are. Some simple methods of just being where your feet are. Hey, take some deep breaths, you know, speaking life over yourself, even verbally, like telling yourself, hey, I am a great dad. Speaking to your true identity, not your feelings. I am a great dad. I handle my responsibilities. I am who my family needs. I am what my family needs. Just doing those simple things like that, believe it or not, will shift your mind, shift your perspective, and really get you to view and appreciate the man that you truly are. Because whether you want to believe it or not, you have a unique perspective on life that your family needs. Every man has a unique perspective that their family needs. That's why we're all, as men, we're called to be leaders. We may not have the strictest attention to detail like our wives, but when it comes to things like the bigger picture, seeing down the line, seeing future events in different ways that our family can't, things like that, that's where we come in. So I want you to just remember to be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. Another thing that will help you exit out of the comparison game is always focus on growth. You can't compare yourself to the next man if you're focusing on being a better man. Not better than the next man, but just being a better version of yourself. Like, if as long as you're focusing on being a better version of you, when you do see a man who is crushing it or seems like they're crushing it in the fatherhood and marriage game, you won't look at that and feel insecure. You look at that and be inspired. You look at that and say, man, I'm on that same journey. I'm on that same path as him. I may not be there yet, but hey, I'm on that same path as him. That's the mentality shift when you change from man. I want to do that to man. I'm taking steps toward that, having that growth mindset. Whether it's having more patience, whether it's being more intentional with your kids, whether it's wanting to train your kids on like unique skills that you weren't trained on. In this day and age with everything so technologically heavy, um, you might want to be able to pass down the skills, pass down a trade skill to your kids. Whether it's um, showing them the ropes around plumbing or showing them basic electrical work. Showing them different woodwork ideas, and just instilling things in them that will carry on throughout the rest of their life. So I really want you to take that. I really want you to take this to heart and really say to yourself that I am the father that my kids need. I am the husband that my wife needs. I am the man that this world needs. All right. So, brothers, I want you to focus on growth this week, every week, every single day. Think on growth. All right. That way, when you come across another man or another father who is, like I said, who seems like they're doing it and they're on the right track, it will inspire you instead of make you feel insecure. It will lift you up instead of deflating you mentally and emotionally. All right. So that's all I have for today. Just wanted to share that message with you all, especially in this day and age where it seems like everybody is at each other's throats. I just want to remind you that you are where you're supposed to be. You do have value. You are not less than the man next to you. You are uniquely, wonderfully made for a specific purpose that is good. You're made for a good purpose on this earth. So, with that being said, hope you all have an amazing day. Hope you all will continue to have an amazing week. And I'll see you next time. Peace. Thank you for tuning in to Life and Fatherhood. I hope today's episode gave you some valuable insight and new ideas for your own fatherhood journey. For more tips, blogs, and downloadable resources to support your wellness and leadership at home, visit lifeandfatherhood.com. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review if you enjoy the show. Until next time, keep leading and embracing every moment of fatherhood.